Y'all, we're pretty sure we have found the best KOA in America. Aren't our typical go-to for campgrounds. As our Wanderlocal mission, we're always looking for locally owned. So since KOA looks and feels like corporate, we just assumed it was.
And we assumed wrong. There are over 500 KOAs in the US and Canada, but only 25 are owned by corporate.
It was a happy accident how we ended up here. This week, we're at the West Denver KOA, and it's a holiday weekend. They just happen to have a last-minute cancellation when I called them as a last-ditch effort. Cheater. So obviously I suck at cornhole, but this place doesn't suck. When we got here, we were automatically enthralled with the gorgeous views, and it just kept getting better from there.
There are a lot of reasons why we would consider this the best KOA in the US. First, almost all KOAs look the exact same. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's kind of like visiting a Marriott, and that's exactly how we considered KOAs originally. But what we hadn't considered is that there are so many locally owned KOAs, and they inject their own unique creative feel to each campground. So for instance, this one has amenities that you may not find in any other KOA in the country. The service here is exceptional, and you can tell even the people that work here that are not family are part of that family. And it shows the way they go above and beyond to help absolutely everybody in the park. They've thought of every little detail. There are signs coming in from the main road to guide you to the front entrance of the campground. Never seen that anywhere else. And when you pull in, it's so easy to get to absolutely any spot you need to. There are wide enough lanes, there's directional signs throughout the park, and the platforms that you're parking on have been extended. And honestly, that's just amazing because, as you know, one, not every campground spot is wide. That's not a given. And two, all of the platforms are concrete and they're perfectly level. Like so level that this is the first time I've been able to set up my LevelMate Pro in the RV, because up until this point, all the campgrounds we visited haven't had level platforms. If you order firewood, they'll bring it right to your campground, and they also have propane fire rinks for rent as well.
In addition to some seriously competitive checker games this week, which I have won, we thought it was really important to make a note that they didn't pay us to do this video. We just really loved it that much. From a standpoint of the beautiful tall green trees, you just really feel like you're living in the mountains. The air is so fresh. It's just kind of a little slice of heaven. Can you tell we've really enjoyed playing the board games this week?
That's so true. And here's another interesting fact. When it first opened, the daily rate was $1.75 per night. And while obviously it's no longer $1.75 per night, it is still competitively priced for the area.
It's so close to so many cool things to do. There's tons of hiking, there's rock climbing, there are even casinos right down the road in Central City. But today, we're gonna take you on an adventure with us to check out some whitewater rafting. Oh my god, I almost forgot something really important. Today is our last day in Colorado. So before we get out on that adventure, can't forget to do my new sticker. With Colorado on the map, that means we are officially 20 states in the Airstream. Only 30 more to go. But first, whitewater rafting.
We just parked for our whitewater rafting adventure, and you know what? What's it doing, Lauren?
It's raining!
It's raining! So we're gonna be whitewater rafting in the rain.
Which apparently Daniel told me earlier, one of his only experiences with whitewater rafting was on a beginner course.
That's true.
And then it rained and things got nuts.
It got a little gnarly. It turned the beginner course into like an extreme sport that day. So hopefully it's not gonna be like that this time, but it is raining, so we shall see.
And we booked these last minute, so the only thing they had available was an intermediate course. Daniel told me this once. I did this a ton as a kid, but that's been a while.
Okay, before we get started, we've got to do an orientation. And, you know, it's starting to...
Really, really rain.
Yeah, Mother Nature's starting to dial it up a notch.
You think it can rain any harder? With orientation complete, it was time to catch the bus to the river. And with the rain tapering off and sunny skies, it was turning into the perfect whitewater rafting day. Or so we thought. Our guide gave us quick paddling instructions, and off we went to take on the rapids. We quickly discovered that while the skies might be blue, the rapids hadn't forgotten about the rain. This is going to be a wild ride. Woo!
Oh,
We've been stuck for a while because two boats flipped over and lost a bunch of people, so we rescued them. While we did our best to hang on for dear life and keep paddling, of course, the rain decided to start back up again.
Woo! That was a close one. Ha-ha!
We've seen people rock climbing, doing a tightrope between mountains. Like, not only is our whitewater rafting trip entertaining, so is everything that's happening around us.
High five!
By some small miracle, we managed to make it down the rapids without flipping the boat over. But our guides did let us know that the intermediate adventure we'd signed up for was definitely advanced and one of the craziest rides they'd seen all season.
We were looking for an adventure, and we got one. I would call that a success.
Okay, that was awesome, but now we have to take off our booties, and apparently the squishy stuff between my toes is called booties. Whitewater rafting complete. Now for our next special treat that's close to our KOA. One of the really cool things that our KOA has done is they've made partnerships with local businesses. So we're gonna head out, check out this little cider place that they've got a partnership with. Alright, in order to try all of the ciders they have here, there are 9. At 5 ounces each, this is going to be entertaining. Cheers!
Ready? You mark? Set, go. Yummy. Also yummy. Not bad, but sweet. Cherry, yum. Yeah, some pineapple. That's delicious. Last but not least. That was yummy.
After some super ridiculously yummy cider, it's time to head back to our KOA. And with super yummy pizza you can order from the campground, it was the perfect way to relax after the day's adventures. We can't wait to come back here soon, and are thrilled to know that KOAs can be local too. But until next time, my friend, make sure to wander local this week. It's good for the soul.